Welcome back to Fourth and One. So, Washington, um, they're looking about $50 million in cap space. You get these rare opportunities to, have this much amount of money in cap space, plus have a young defense that's set up. You just need a few pieces like linebacker, cornerback, and maybe safety. And probably an edge rusher, another edge rusher wouldn't mind that. Um, but your defense is there. Um, and then on offense, you have obviously you need a quarterback. You definitely need a quarterback. And a couple of additions on that offensive line, maybe one or two additions, uh, depending on Sheriff's what he's going to do, and I wouldn't franchise him. I wouldn't do that. Um, I don't know if I want to pay. I don't think I can go over 15, and I don't think I want to franchise him at 17 or 18 million. If that's the market, I could be wrong. I also I'm also not interested in um, breaking the bank on receiver because I know I'm gonna have to pay Terry McLaurin down the road. Now, do I want to go and pay $20 million for a receiver, or do I want to take my chances in the draft? You have Kelvin Harmon coming back off of ACL, so I can't see him initially starting off uh, full go. I believe he probably will be on the pup list for quite some time, and I don't know what's going on with Steven Sims' inability to, know, possess the football when thrown to him. These yips or drops is I just don't know. So I was kind of sure of him at one point. I thought that he was going to fit in nicely at the slot, and then the inconsistencies. Um, it shook that confidence that I had in him. He made some nice plays in the Tampa game, but he also dropped some balls, and he had the drops this year. Same with Cam Sims. Um, Cam Sims Jr. Well, Cam Sims, Senior. Uh, he's I believe he's a free agent, and I don't know what kind of conversations they might have been having with his agent, but he's getting better at running routes. Same thing. The consistency and he makes some big catches. Uh, he dropped some. I know one in the Tampa game that could have set the tone, so to speak, for us offensively. And you got somebody like Taylor Heineke throwing you the ball, and he's putting it in your radius in a playoff game. You got to come down with those catches. That was a huge drop that unfortunately kind of took the wind out of sails. But we got back in the game. But yeah, I mean that would have been huge for us momentum wise. But and those little small details play big. Looking back at the game. But he made some catches in the game. But can you upgrade there? Certainly. Um, some people wouldn't mind Jamison Crowder coming back. Um, I don't know what the Jets going to do up there. I mean, they can release him. You can try to woo him back, but I don't know if I want a Jamie Crowder for $10 million at this point. I don't think so. So I would say you'll have to take the little secondary free agents, those little additions like that. They can they can pay dividends if you pick the right one. So it's always not always the pop at the beginning of free agency. That free agency period leading up to training camp and beyond is the one to pay attention to, because you can make get some veterans for cheap. They're trying to play. Some late veterans might get cut that you had an eye on, and if you doing your due diligence, you can get the player. You can wait to get your player to one, or you want to get the player in the system already. But if he's a veteran and he knows your system, so to speak, he knows the concepts, you can wait and do a late move. Got to be diligent with this cap. Yeah, but like I said, this is a prime time where you get a rare opportunity with cap room, with a young team that's on a lot of rookie contracts to improve your team. And I'm not saying every move is going to be the gold move or the gold star move, but at least you can put your team, you can do something to shape your roster and put your team in a better position going forward. But the main one is getting it right on the quarterback position. That's the big one. So we'll see how it goes going forward, and we'll see you on the next edition of 4 from 1.